Now tonight, and over the course of this week, we'll be having a special look at the plight of Syrian refugees in Greece. Recent changes to EU migration laws mean that thousands of refugees can no longer enter Western Europe. Our reporter Alexandros Papathanasiou spent a week in Athens and followed the dramatic case of one Syrian woman, Ibtisam Mohammed Khair. In the first of three reports, Alex discovers Ibtisam's reasons for making her journey to Greece and why she has an uncertain future.
The dramatic events of the Syrian uprising has turned into a miserable tragedy, as millions of Syrians have been forced to leave their homes to avoid the aerial bombardments and the military conflict which has continued unabated over 5 long years. There is no doubt that the high number of casualties in the region of 2,500 deaths, that efforts to solve the conflict have been protracted and ineffectual. The volume of refugees reaching Europe speaks for itself. But behind every weary face that arrived in Greece are personal stories of hardship and tragedy. Ibtisam, or Basma to her friends, is a Syrian refugee who is stuck in Athens. She and her son has been offered temporary accommodation to Ioanna's house until Basma is able to cross the borders. Ioanna is typical of the Athenians, who has offered lodging free of charge to a Syrian whose life was once safe and secure, but now is weak and vulnerable. When Islam Channel spoke to Basma, she pointed out from the start that back home she sided with the Free Syrian Army's agenda, the main opposition in Syria. However, as the armed conflict intensified, Basma became disheartened when she noticed that some Free Syrian Army officers became wealthy overnight. This led her to believe that some individuals within their ranks were corrupt, or the Free Syrian Army was being externally funded. She came to her own conclusion and viewed that lives of Syrian civilians had no value to either of the opposing sides.
Yes, they're supporting us. They're supporting us, but some people, they was very poor, and now they are very rich. From where, that's I don't know. Syrian Free Army or the government army, when they're starting fighting, they not care about the people, if die or not.
It also seems that many of the refugees would seek shelter in Middle East or Arabic-speaking countries if only the borders were open to them.
Saudi Arabian, or if they open the border for us, we will go there. But nobody opened the door. All the closed in our face.
It has not been easy. 3 million Syrians have found refuge in Turkey, where life is full of uncertainties. Many would not make the journey if there was an option, but so many aim to reach Central Europe. Basma is one of those. In the past few days, Basma has witnessed other migrants from Pakistani origin return to Turkey, as per the new EU arrangements. But for now she remains in Athens, to an uncertain future, to an uncertain final destination. Alexandros Papathanasiou, The Report.
Well, you can see part 2 of An Uncertain Future about the plight of Ibtisam on Thursday's edition of The Report. And the last part will be aired on Friday. Now we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing the tension between some members of the Muslim community and the Ahmadiyas, following the stabbing of an Ahmadi man in Glasgow. See you after the break.